Welcome to Tasker Terry Assembly. In today's video we're going to show you how to assemble this wardrobe with sliding doors from IKEA. In the first step to this process we put down the middle board. Now you can tell it's the middle board with all the holes in it. You'll see it has 4 holes there, and at the very top where I'm indicating there it has 2 holes. So this is the orientation you want this, with that unfinished edge facing up, just like that. Next we'll get this piece, put in 2 wooden dowels, and it's going to go on this side. Always start with this side. And we're going to get 2 of these metal cam fasteners. Now you'll notice one side is longer and one side is shorter. We're going to insert the long side into the 2 holes. And then we're going to use 2 of the metal cam locks to lock that in. Hopefully this video is going to help you out today if you're stuck on some part of this assembly, and if it has, give me a like and a follow. I didn't have a lot of room for this assembly, so I had to keep moving things around. Next is the other side. Same process, 2 wooden dowel pins. And those cam holes are facing down, just like that. Snug those all in, wiggle it in good, and 2 more metal cam locks. Okay, in the next step we're going to put the top on the wardrobe. Although this side looks very similar to the bottom, this is what you have to look at. The top has these 2 holes, one in each corner, and that's where the anti-tip brackets are going to screw in. And for that you just need 2 washers and 2 of the little short screws and the 2 brackets. We're just going to let them loose for now. We're going to screw them down but let them loose. Unfortunately, this customer did not want this wardrobe attached to the wall. She's not exactly sure where it's going to go. So I can't show you how to screw those brackets to the wall, but I think that part should be a little self-explanatory. So next we're going to attach the top piece. Those 2 grooves are going to be going down. They're going to house the sliding doors once we get to that step. So we're going to lift that up and place it into the 3 notches. Make sure it's all lined up perfectly and all the way in before you push it down. And then we'll work on the bottom of the wardrobe. Same thing, we want those grooves down for the sliding doors. And we're going to lift all that into place. Once it's completely in, push it down firm. Now we'll get the side on the wardrobe. same thing, get all those pins into the groove fully in before you push anything down. I don't push any of them down until all 3 of the areas are fully into the grooves. Once they're all in, then I'll go around and push them down firmly. And then we'll get the other side on. Now you notice those side panels also have a groove in them. It's slightly thinner than the groove that's on the top and the bottom panel. That side panel is going to house the back of the wardrobe. So make sure you're putting it in this orientation and not trying to line up that groove with the groove on the top and the bottom of the wardrobe. That's what it should look like. At this point, we're going to get the backing on. Now pay attention to the holes in the backing. You'll see the bottom of the wardrobe has 2 rows of holes, where the top only has 1. Now I'm going to show you here, you can do this by yourself, but if you have somebody to help you, it would be a good time. Just be very delicate with this. Unfortunately, I couldn't slide it in from the bottom because of the door of the room is right there. But this works as well. Next we'll put in the plastic 2-piece retainers that go in all of those little holes. And you're going to put those in every single one of those holes on the backing. I apologize for the camera work. I was squeezed right into this room. I think it still gets the point across. Perfect. Next we have these black two-piece wedge style retainers, and they're going to go around the edge of both sides. And this is how they work. And this is what it should look like once these are all fastened. Now we'll get the bottom base all put together. These two pieces are identical. You don't have to worry about mixing them up. First step is to get your dowels in. And then the plastic floor protectors will hold those in place, specifically the corner ones. Okay, so this is how I stand up the wardrobe. I put a piece of cardboard under each corner to make sure that I don't scratch up the corners of the wardrobe or the floor. And then I'll just carefully lift it up. Customer wasn't sure if she wanted it on this wall or the wall with the wallpaper yet. That's the reason that we didn't fasten it to the wall today. Okay, Okay, in the next step we're going to get the slides in for the front doors. So I wanted to show you here first the difference between the two of them. One looks kind of like an upside down W right now. That one goes on the bottom, and there are going to be two of those. Those have to go in the bottom. Then just push those down evenly. If you need to, you can tap them lightly with a hammer as well. So the two with the W internal shape go on the bottom, and the other two are going to go on the top. Okay, next we're going to get on the supports for the clothes rails. Pretty self-explanatory, I think. You should only have 4 screws remaining in your hardware kit, and they are these little ones. And the 2 clothes rails. Next we're going to prepare the doors. So let's put them in this orientation. You notice that holes for the handles are on the outside right now. One on the left, one on the right. We're on to hardware bag 2 now. So these go on the top of the doors. You can release them by pushing the 2 sides in and pushing it back in. So we're going to put them on the top now. Unfortunately, I was a little off with the camera here, but I think you can get what it's like. There we go. That's what we're supposed to look like at this point. These are the top of the doors. And again, just make sure you have those holes that are drilled into each door for the handles in this orientation. Now we'll flip them over. And we'll insert the sliders for the bottom of the doors. And that's these adjustable ones with the wheels. Make sure you fully push those into the doors. They should be nice and flush, just like that. Later on, I'll show you how to adjust these. Again, they're on the bottom of the door, so if you adjust one on one side, it's going to tilt the door a little bit for you if your door is slanted. And then we use those plastic pins to hold these in as well. Were you stuck on a part of this assembly and did I help you today? Give me a like and a follow. Next we'll insert the doors. So we have to flip them around first because we had them upside down. This one I had already flipped. The wheels go on the bottom and they go into the first rail. Now you notice that the hole in the middle of the door for the handle is right now on the right side of the wardrobe. And then we're going to release those clips into the groove at the top so that it holds the door into place. So that'll end up being the right side door. And we're going to flip the left door over as well. Wheels on the bottom. And now you'll see the hole that's drilled for the door handle is on the left side of that door. Into the grooves, and then we'll release the clips on the top as well into the proper channel. And there it is. So notice this is the outside door with the handle hole on the left that we're working on. So these will stop the inside door from going too far. There's going to be one on the bottom with two of the little pins and two on the top. And this is how they work. The floor was really slanted in this house. Next we're going to put in these tiny little plastic pieces into each side of the wardrobe, and they stop the doors from banging wood to wood. Now there are two holes right there that unfortunately I didn't move the camera to see, and two down low that you can see right there, and then the exact same thing on the other side. You're going to have some of those pieces remaining. They left you some extras, so if you have extras, they are actually extra and you're not missing something. You only need 8 of them, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom of each side. Next we'll get the handles on. Okay, in the final step, we're going to put this piece of wood up in the back here. Now, if you were fastening this to the wall, you would be fastening it to the wall with those 2 brackets we put at the very top of the wardrobe before putting this piece. But because this isn't being fastened, we're just going to put the piece in now. There's 2 dowel pins on each side, and then the 1 remaining piece left in the wardrobe. And that's it. Hopefully this video has helped you out today. Don't forget to follow. This is what we should look like now, all said and done.